Good morning. We're looking at some quiet conditions here in the valley, and we're just poking our head out the window at downtown Fargo here on our Storm Team Skycam network, and it's looking nice and quiet. It is a little bit breezy, though, for some of us here in the valley. That's the one negative or one drawback to our quieter morning here. And roads are still icy after that rain that fell yesterday and into last night. Temperatures are below freezing, so where those roads aren't treated, there's probably going to be some slick spots you're going to want to watch out for here this morning. Checking out your temperatures, we're at 31 degrees in Fargo, 29 in Grand Forks. We're at 28 in Jamestown, and in Detroit Lakes looking at 30 degrees there. So almost everybody at or below the freezing mark here to begin our day. It's 34 in Sisseton, but even though those numbers are below freezing, those are very mild for this time of year. Those are typically our high temperatures. In fact, they're above average for our high for this date. So we're already starting out with those numbers. We're doing okay. Checking out your wind speeds, we're looking at wind that's coming in out of the west. Steady speeds in the 20s, but there are some gusts into the 30s, a 32-mile-per-hour gust in Grand Forks, Langdon at 35, 33 in Cooperstown. And visibility looks pretty good throughout the valley, too. That's great to see for morning travel. And radar and satellite showing some pretty quiet weather. A few clouds rolling through here this morning. Expanding the view, quiet across the tri-state area for the most part. There's a few snow showers in South Dakota. And just to the north of the border, up by Lake of the Woods in the northwest angle, we're looking at some snow showers there. So if you're up and around the Lake of the Woods area today, you might run into some of those snow showers from time to time, but otherwise pretty quiet. We've got some rain in the south in Texas, and watching out west. This is an area that we'll be seeing our chances for snow increasing from for tomorrow and into Thursday. There's some snow in Montana right now, especially in the upper elevations. And of course, rain in the Pacific Northwest. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. We've got some quiet weather again to start off. Aside from the wind, that will eventually ease up little by little today. 9 a.m. we're looking at some temperatures hanging on to some 20s across much of the valley. And getting into the afternoon hours, we'll see some of us return to some milder numbers, back into the upper 20s to some low 30s in the south. Up north, we might be just kind of dealing with the general cooling trend here today, and temperatures just kind of sliding a little bit as we progress through the afternoon hours. Mostly sunny skies for most areas. There will be some spotty clouds up in the northeast. That's also, of course, where we mentioned that you might see a snowflake or two up in that area. And again, a big range of temperatures, 15 around the 3 o'clock hour in Baudette. And in Ellendale, we're looking at 36 degrees, so a lot warmer to the southwest. Fargo's going to see a high right around the 30-degree range, and we're already pretty much there today, so we're just going to kind of fluctuate a little bit. Ahead for later on tonight, still quiet, even into the evening hours. We start to see those clouds creep in advance of our next system that's going to be bringing us a decent shot at snow. And here's our latest model's interpretation of what will happen starting as early as 5 a.m. or maybe even before that tomorrow. That band starts to move in. We see this just kind of hang around. And so there may be some areas that just get some ongoing snow throughout much of the day for several hours, and that will start to add up. Looking at snow showers along this band, kind of lifting northward with this system, and we'll continue to have that influence our weather throughout the day with the wind a little brisk, but not too bad. We're looking at wind speeds into the teens and 20s, enough to cause some issues on the roads along with the snow that's coming down. And getting into the afternoon hours and evening, that still continues. It may even linger into Thursday. But by Wednesday night, here's what we're looking at. Wherever this band ends up setting up, that's where we'll see the heaviest snow. So we're looking at places that could be in that 3 to 4 inch range in a lot of parts of the valley, Fargo, Grand Forks, and then some pockets that get 4 or 5, maybe even 6 inches of snow in some spots too. And that could be anywhere, especially in the Central Valley here with this system. Let's take a look at your 7-day planner. We've got some interesting weather over the next 7 days as we get into the holiday. I have 31 today, and then things really do start to change. We'll get into the teens tomorrow with those snow chances continuing into Thursday. We'll get a break, but much colder air moving in for Thursday and Friday morning. And more snow showers again on Friday, and then another shot of cold air blasts in for the weekend leading up to Christmas. And Christmas Day, we may only see a high of 0 with lows well into the teens below.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, it was bound to happen. Thank you, Lisa. Coming up on the Valley today, we'll tell you which local college earned a $1 million grant to support low-income STEM students.